There were times when I felt I would spend the best days of my life watching and waiting. But then, mom could be mom.
How could I let anything come between him and his future? He was all I had. I had to hold him, control him. How could I let him go astray?
Naturally, I was a topper in school, and quite naturally, when I entered college, I was very aloof and very alone. Everyone could rag or tease me, and I would be too naive even to know. But still, I did my best to impress her. So naturally, I could hardly contain my surprise and delight when she came home one day. I was in a hurry to show off what I knew. Actually, I was beginning to look up to her. She was smart and sought after. And she was helping me grow up. But there again, there was mom.
I was startled. My son never played his music so loud, and especially when he was having exams. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was numb with fury.
I didn't know what to say, but I knew I had to make it up to her the very next day. It didn't work. I had to tell them. I had to talk. I wanted to be more like them, but how? And then he talked about watching that blue film and how it would help. Neither of us had seen a blue film, and I could hardly wait. I was burning with curiosity, fear, and excitement.
My son became engrossed and obsessed. He couldn't imagine that these things actually took place. It was too good to be real.
After the film, we looked at him. We knew he did these things quite often, and we wanted him to take us with him the next time. At first, he didn't want to. He kept saying no. But we just had to, and we never gave up. And there we were.
My son started going there regularly.
But a few years later, it was in my final year, I began to fall sick and lose weight. I couldn't understand what was wrong with me. Usually I always got better, but this time I was only getting worse.
Finally, the doctors checked his blood and found that my son was HIV positive. I have realized that in time, I may have to watch my son die. But before that, I'm going to see that he lives.
We need to give options when it comes to sexuality to young people. The first option would be abstinence, very culturally specific to our country. The second option, I would say, is be faithful to one partner, but make sure their partner is faithful to you. And the third option is for those who believe variety is the spice of life. They definitely need to use a condom to protect themselves from HIV and AIDS.
Your contributions will support our response to families affected by HIV and will help us prevent new infections.